Hi friends, Becky here, getting ready to walk you through recipe number 7 for my 2019 recipe challenge. As a quick reminder before we get into it, these recipes aren't about being perfectly healthy or perfectly clean. They're just about taking kind of some of our favorite family indulgent recipes and making small changes so that they're a little bit healthier, so that they support us in our health and fitness goals. Today I'm excited because this is one of my favorite but also very basic and simple recipes, chicken cutlets. I don't know where you're tuning in from, but I moved from New York to Florida and it's like not a thing here for some reason. Growing up in New York, every deli that you went to offered chicken cutlet sandwiches or fresh fried chicken cutlet. My favorite, so good, and it's just nowhere to be seen around here, so I'm really excited to be making it myself with a few little healthy tweaks. This recipe is super simple. You can use either chicken or flank steak. It's delicious with either. The original calls for thin sliced chicken cutlets, salt, pepper, garlic powder, my go-to 3, oregano, Italian seasoned breadcrumbs, eggs, and oil. The changes we're gonna make are pretty simple, but first things first, I'm gonna bake these chicken cutlets instead of fry them. That's kind of the most obvious healthy tweak that you can make to anything fried, is bake it instead. Still gonna have amazing flavor, still gonna have a nice crispy outside, still gonna satisfy you. Aside from baking instead of frying, the biggest tweak I'm making are the breadcrumbs. So Italian seasoned breadcrumbs, super delicious, don't really offer any nutritional value. This is a combination of plain panko breadcrumbs, which are just a little bit lighter but still get nice and crispy, and some crushed, roasted, unsalted pistachios. And then I added some salt, pepper, garlic powder, and a little chili powder to give it some flavor. Pistachios are a nice addition here because they're a healthy source of fat, plus they have some great vitamins as well, so you're gonna get a little bit more bang for your buck on the actual breading of the chicken, and they taste really good as well. I've just got some eggs whisked in here, and I actually added, same thing, a little bit of sea salt, really not much at all, pepper and garlic powder to these eggs that I've just scrambled, and then the chicken I'm gonna season with sea salt, black pepper, garlic powder, and a little bit of oregano. You want to season every ingredient so that they're delicious both together and on their own. And this recipe is really pretty simple. So I'm going to take each chicken cutlet. I have actually thin sliced chicken tenderloins just for what I'm using them for this week. You dip it in the egg batter. I'm going to try to stay on camera here and do this. And then dip it in your breading. Make sure it's nice and coated. It doesn't have to be like super thickly coated, but you want to make sure you're going to get a nice crunch on the outside of the chicken. And then I'm lining it on a greased baking sheet. Pretty simple. I have my oven preheating to 350 and I'll show you everything when it's ready to go. All right, so they're breaded, pretty simple. Like I said, they're not totally coated. I'm just looking for some extra flavor here. I'm gonna pop them in the oven and check on them in about 20 minutes, probably turning them halfway through so that they get equally brown on both sides. See? Easy peasy. So we're gonna use these this week for topping Cobb salads, probably making some wraps for lunch, chicken cutlet, like I'm from New York. This is a staple in the kitchen. But yeah, pretty healthy. If you are working in my virtual boot camp or I'm coaching you through your nutrition program, you're gonna measure this out in your red container as a protein and account for a healthy fat serving because of the pistachios. There's so little breadcrumbs in there that I'm not really worried about the carb content. So really just focus on those two things. Again, this is becoming a common theme in these last several recipes. What it really comes down to with this recipe, especially with the tweaks made, is just portion control and then of course what you eat the meal with. So growing up, we always had this with white rice and baked beans. So good. If you're gonna stick with white rice, just make sure you're keeping the portion size on the smaller side. You could easily swap that out for brown rice or for quinoa or cauliflower rice if you want to beef up your oh my gosh, I am having a hard time speaking today. Veggie intake, really great to top salads with, really easy ingredient to work with, really easy dish to make. So hopefully that's really helpful, and if you're a huge fan of chicken cutlets like I am, and if you live somewhere where they're hard to find or impossible to find, I really hope that you try this recipe and let me know what you think. Done. I wish that you could like smell through video because I am about to eat all of these to my face. Just kidding, I won't, but I want to. That is all I have for you today. Short, sweet, and to the point. If you're looking for some fitness or nutrition coaching, you have any questions about this recipe, any of the past recipes, or this project in general, I'm always one message away. You can comment on this video, head over to the blog on McKinney and Doyle and comment on that, or you can reach out to me directly at coachbeckymckinney.com. Until next time.